Hi there, I'm back. Another Dream Home Decorator job. Today we're going to the Bros house and it's, I believe, in Windenburg. I hope it's in Windenburg. We shall find out. Actually, I know, little secret here. There was no audio on this recording. It's all messed up. And I had no idea how to edit it without audio. I had an hour and 10 minutes worth of stuff and I'm like, what do I do? So I I started chopping it up, and then I'm like, you know what? This is ridiculous. So I just sped it up. There are areas that are sped up. I hope that's okay with you. It still turned out to be 13 minutes, which seems about average for one of my videos. I don't know. But I've had major issues with recording. So here we go. It's also another 93-degree day with 100% humidity. We got major storms on the way. Not the day I did this recording, of course, when I'm doing the audio. So this is sped up, and I just got their interests for the board. And then I speed it up again with the work that I do. I hope you guys don't mind that. I only put it on 5, so it shouldn't be all that bad. So if I can see the screen well, maybe I should pop out the screen. Here we go. Okay, there it goes. So they're into goth, black, cooking, and I believe that was modern. And they didn't like Queen Anne. So that was what I had to work with. So I sent them away. But I predicted this right at least. This was the house I was hoping I'd get. So we had a budget of $4,000, I believe that said. I felt like I did a pretty good job. I knew it was going to be a small room, and I know that's a cop-out. But for me, it also said don't touch their floors, but I couldn't stand it. It seems like the really old versions of this game, they all use that wood floor, and it is the grossest wood floor. It's just so ugly, so I didn't care. So they liked black. I had a bit of an issue with the walls, but I think I did an all right job with this room renovation. It wasn't so bad. I was looking at the wallpaper and I thought it looked nice, but then the more I looked at it, it looks velvet. So I went with this wood. It's a dark wood. I don't think it's too bad. Maybe I should have gotten rid of these blinds, but at the time I didn't have too much of an issue with them. But I guess they're okay. You need some privacy, I guess. So the issue, I know I'm repeating myself, but the main issue I was having while I was doing this build, redecoration, was that there was a lot of jack items. I know they're called the Bros for a reason, but their change was so drastic compared to the way it was. I was having a lot of difficulty accepting this change. They had exercise equipment and a bunch of college posters and sports stuff all over the wall. And now all of a sudden they want this mature, sophisticated look in their house. And I'm like, I don't think so. So it took me a long time to just go with it. I also had trouble with that table there. For some reason, the TV would not go on there at first. But I know there are glitches with this game. I realize that. But at the time that they're occurring, I'm like, this isn't a glitch. This is just me doing something wrong. So, yeah, I was worried about the fireplace being there. I don't know if that's still a thing. If you can set Sims on fire by placing things near a fireplace or a stove. I haven't seen that since, 2015? So I don't know, but I didn't want to take a chance. So what I ended up doing is a compromise, and I gave them a little bit of their old self. And then a lot of this gothic stuff. I just didn't get the goth. I'm like, where is goth coming from? I don't understand. And there wasn't a whole lot to choose from as far as modern, whatever it's called, I don't know. But I do agree with a lot of simmers. I am so over mid-century, and it seems like the whole game is inundated with it, and then this pack just added more. There have to be more styles than just goth and mid-century modern. There have to be. But we're only getting those two. This French country as well, it's not necessarily French country because they're throwing in Moroccan and San Salvadorado. How is this patio, you know? I'm sorry, French country. There are quite a number of decorating styles, and I wish that the developers put a little bit more effort into this, and it just doesn't seem like it's going to happen. So, I mean, I was just watching two YouTubers, English Simmer and something cookie, Gremlin Cookies. I don't know. I've never seen any of his videos before, but I have seen hers, the English Simmer. And the first time I saw her, I was stunned because she's like the British version of my daughter-in-law. She even sounds like her, minus the accent, of course. So I was a little fascinated by her. I love that wall thing. I don't know why I never noticed it until this build, but my goodness, it's gorgeous. But anyway, these two simmers were supposed to be influencers, I guess. They both critiqued this pack, and they both gave it a thumbs down. And for the same reason that the gameplay aspect is nil and not fun because it's too repetitive. I had an issue with this plant because it looked like it kept going through the window, but it wasn't. So again, is this me or is it the game? Anyway, while I agreed with them, yeah, this is very repetitious. Yes, this is basically for people who like to build, not necessarily gameplay. However, this is my very first Let's Play, and I'm using this pack. And, well, maybe I shouldn't say that. I'm having a good time, but that doesn't mean that anybody watching it is going to like it. So I just don't know. But I think there are two camps with this game. You're either into building or you're into gameplay. I'm sure there's a third camp where you like a little bit of both. I'm that person. But I don't know enough about the history of this game to say it was wrong of them to charge as much as they did for a pack just laden with build items. They should have given us a world. I don't know. I can't imagine a world with this pack. Why we would need a world. I don't mind the gameplay as much as some people do. I mind the bugs. Hopefully they'll get fixed soon. But I don't mind the gameplay. I just hope you guys don't mind it either, because I'm kind of enjoying this. All right, here comes the reveal. Let's show them the sparkles. So pretty. Okay, guys, come on in and take a look. See what you think. Ta-da! Here it is. Before and afters. Yeah, it is darker, but I think in a good way, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, maybe it was a good call to leave those blinds up there. I think I put them red because they kind of match the door. I'm also trying to figure out the best way to show you guys the interior, so that's why the wall is open there. I halved it. I'm not sure how I felt about those partitions there at the door, but I felt at the time that it was a great way to block off the space. So one dude gave me a thumbs up. The other guy, I don't know what he did, the guy in the purple, but he was doing something. But they see, yeah, there's a heart now. So they seemed really pleased. I hope I'm not doing too much of the same thing. I'm trying not to, but I don't know. I think there are just a lot of items that are my go-to, maybe more than should be. And this pack is actually helping me get over that because I have to go with what they want, although I know it's true. Really doesn't matter. I don't know if anybody saw Carl's Sims 4 guide video on this. He put a bunch of doggy-doo down in the room and they still loved it. But that, again, that stuff does not really... Oh my goodness, he's crying. Yeah, I'm doing really well with the walls, aren't I? Okay, so spoiler alerts, they both loved it and I was stunned. But the real stunner's coming up in a minute. Because this is a first here. An absolute first. I believe this was a $14,000 job. Can't quite remember. Was it 9? No. The budget was $4,000. And I think... No, okay. But they overpaid me. That was the very first time that ever happened. I got overpaid for this job and I was very happy. So we go home and I send Autumn out for a jog. She's never done that before, so she's coming back. Then we're going to select another gig here. We've got kitchen renovations and more room renovations. There's a fabulous living room. But what caught my eye was this. We're trying to get some younger techie folk into this place. We could really use your help to update our venue with some modern PCs and other gaming hardware. These nerds have deep pockets, so let's get them in here. It's a commercial. Again, this is the very first commercial that I ever did. So I thought, well, the budget was low. The pay, I believe, was $8.25. It wasn't much, but it was my first commercial gig. So I figured, you know what? Let's go for it. I'm going to try this and see what happens. Plus the gaming and all that stuff. I know where all that is in CAS. Well, build mode. So that freaked me out. I don't know why you can see her. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I really do. And I thank you very, very much for supporting my channel the way you do. I really, really appreciate that. And as I mentioned, I hope these aren't boring and repetitious. That was two of the things that those guys complained about. I hope I'm not doing that. I would feel so bad. Anyway, I do hope you have an absolutely fabulous day. Bye-bye.